Bahmni Outreach is an Android application specifically designed for clinic health officers in areas with limited or no internet connectivity. When an internet connection becomes available, the data will be synchronized with the server. For this demo, I have installed Bahmni Outreach on my actual Android device, which is currently connected to the internet. For the initial login, internet access is necessary to sync the data from the server to the mobile device. The data synchronization will be restricted to the configured catchment area to minimize the unnecessary load on the device and reduce syncing time. I am entering the username and password and then clicking on Login. During the first-time login, the data for the logged-in user's catchment will be synced from the server to the mobile device. After logging in, the user is presented with the dashboard, where they can search for existing patients, create new patient records, register camp activities, or log attendance. Now, let's see how to register a new patient. Click on the register icon at the bottom. Click on Patient and enter the basic details, including the first name, last name, age, gender, and city village. Click on the Next button. Enter a few additional details, such as the postal code and phone number. Click on the Next button. The system will display a summary of the entered details. The user can click the previous button to edit the information they entered or click the Save button to proceed further. Now, the patient has been registered successfully, and the details of the patient are displayed on the patient dashboard. To return to the home screen, click on the Home button located in the top right corner. When you click on Registration on the home screen, it will take you to the search results page, displaying the patients who have been registered in the last 24 hours. You'll also notice that the patient we just registered, Alan Maphis, is displayed at the top. Clicking on Alan Maphis will open the patient dashboard, where you can review all the details you entered. You can also make edits by clicking on the Edit link. Now, we will search for the patient Alan Maphis using the patient ID 2009. Clicking on Alan Maphis will open the patient dashboard, where you can review all the details you entered. By clicking the New Form button in the top right corner, you can perform various actions, including recording the patient's vitals, referring the patient to a different facility clinic, recording history and examination details, dispensing medication to the patient, and entering test results for lab tests. Now, let's enter the details for the vitals form. Click on the Next button. The system will display a summary of the entered details. The user can click the previous button to edit the information they entered or click the Save button to proceed further. Now, you can observe that the saved form is displayed on the patient dashboard, showing the entered details. You also have the option to edit the saved information. The process for the rest of the forms is similar. You just need to enter the details in the form, click on the Save button, and it will be displayed on the patient dashboard. Let's quickly enter details for all the forms and save them. Now, you can see that the last 3 forms we saved are listed on the dashboard. To view the details we entered, simply expand each form. If you want to view all the forms beyond the most recent 3, click on the View All link at the top, which will display the older forms. To return to the home screen, click on the Home button located in the top right corner. You may notice the sync icon at the top right corner, currently displaying the number 5. This indicates that the data we entered has not yet been synchronized with the server. By default, the data will be automatically synced with the server every 30 minutes. If you wish to immediately sync the data to the server, you can do so by clicking on the sync icon, which will initiate the synchronization process. Now, log into Bahmni Online and you will find that the synced data is available. The patient named Alan Maphis. You can now observe that the history and examination form details and the vitals we entered in the Bahmni Outreach application are now available on Bahmni Online. The registration details we entered are also available on the registration page of Bahmni. The health worker can register the camp activity in the application. Click on the register icon at the bottom, click on camp activity. Enter the details such as the activity name, address, camp activity details, and activity date. You have the option to capture an image of the activity being conducted or select an image from the device. Additionally, there's a free text field to record all the necessary information, including the number of attendees and meeting participants, etc. To log the attendance of a health worker, click on the filter button in the top right. Select the center radio button and then click on the apply button. Click on registrations and select the center for which the attendance is to be logged. Click on the attendance form button. Click on the next. Click on the save button. You have now successfully marked the attendance. We have integrated the Bahmni Outreach app with Aabha and eSanjeevani, both of which are specific to the implementation in India. To initiate an eSanjeevani consultation, open the patient dashboard and click on the eSanjeevani consultation button. Enter the credentials and click on Login. Please note that we have also enabled the auto-login feature, but for it to work, you need to manually enter the credentials at least once. You can see that the patient created in Bahmni Outreach is now available in the eSanjeevani application. We have the capability to register a patient with Aabha. We also have the option to create a new Aabha and register them in our application. Click on the register icon at the bottom. Click on Patient. Click on the Register with Aabha button. For privacy concerns, I will be omitting the display of the screen and not entering the Aadhaar and mobile numbers. I'm going to demonstrate the Aadhaar demographics with dummy data. The details I entered on the Aadhaar demographics screen are now displayed on the registration page. Entering the other mandatory details and creating the patient. You can see that the Aadhaar number entered is now displayed on the patient dashboard. We are manually syncing the details to the server to process the Aadhaar demographics information collected. In real-time scenarios, the data will be automatically synced periodically when the network is available. Since we entered a dummy Aadhaar number, the Aadhaar address will not be created due to authentication failure, and we will see an error message. The Aadhaar number will be deleted from the application once the data is processed, regardless of whether it was successful or unsuccessful. We can use Aadhaar integration for the following use cases. Fetch existing Aadhaar details using Aadhaar number and phone number, with OTP authentication required. Create a new Aadhaar address and number using Aadhaar number, with OTP authentication required. Create a new Aadhaar address and number using Aadhaar number without OTP, utilizing Aadhaar demographics details. In this demo, we focused solely on the Aadhaar demographics method due to privacy considerations. Summary. You can create a patient or view an existing patient and perform the following actions. Record vitals. Refer to another facility. Record history and examination. Dispense medication. Record rapid lab test results. Conduct an eSanjeevani consultation. Create a patient using an existing Aadhaar address or a new Aadhaar address. Record camp activity. Log the attendance of health workers. Thank you.